there, Dr. Sheep here. Welcome back to TGIF Talks, episode 162.
849.
I'm your host, Dr. Sheep, joined by co-host Thomas Phil.
Yeah.
Let's cut to the intro. Well, welcome back.
Yeah.
It's been such a long time.
Not long enough.
Long enough. It's been like 3 weeks. And actually, I have a guest host for tomorrow.
Oh,
We're theoretically. Well, I'll have to send him another.
Buck?
No, not Buck. The fearsome rhino. Nate is his name. I'll have to send him another. Send him another message on Discord.
We have all sorts of channels.
Yeah. Oh, here he is. Sure. Might have to be. Okay. Yeah. So maybe we'll have to see. Because I was on his live stream while I was streaming, and he's talking about how you never invited me on a podcast. And I'm like, I didn't know you wanted to be on a podcast. So I told him, here, podcast, be there.
Or be square.
I thought being square was good. Where the girls are the fairest, boys are the square. No, it's the girls are the squarest, the boys are the fairest. No. It was the other way around. Where the girls are the fairest and the boys are the squarest. You know, good old Nebraska.
I think is that bad to be square? I don't know. They say they're the squares, but is that a bad thing?
No idea. I wouldn't assume so. It's our state song.
But is it a bad thing for women to be fair?
No, absolutely not. Don't you remember in Snow White who was the fairest girl of them all? The fairest was good.
Fairest is good.
Now, of course, that's in European times because fair skin was like white.
Yeah.
Which is not which is now sought as evil, bad.
Albino.
Luckily, none of us are albino. Could you imagine being albino having red eyes?
Have you seen Kyle's legs? Those things haven't seen the light of sun in quite some time.
His arms haven't seen the light of sun.
His legs. Every trip we went on, is he?
Yep.
Have you ever seen him in shorts?
Nope, he's always wearing pants.
Exactly.
I don't know how he does that.
Exactly.
Of course, he has no body mass, so.
Yeah.
And despite the fact that he is he's taller than you, so yeah, he
Not
really
much. Hardly it.
if at all.
I don't think it's at all. I think it's depend on his shoes.
What the hell did he do? See, like you were. Can you imagine, right? Let's say you had never gotten scoliosis.
Yeah.
So you two would just be these two completely different heights.
So, aren't you and your brother
No.
slightly different height?
No, we're the same height.
Like
damn near. He might be like half an inch more. But within rounding, we're both 6'1". On the driver's license.
driver's license. Yeah, because
of course, my driver's license says 5'9", so.
Does it really?
Yep.
You haven't changed it?
I did. So when I turned 18, I did update it.
Yeah.
But I didn't notice it until after the 1 month where you could have them fix it without having to go in.
Yeah.
And I didn't notice until like 2 months after getting it. I went, that's the wrong damn height. And then when COVID happened, I didn't want to go to the freaking DMV because I was in the middle of school. It was finals time. It was April of 2021. Yeah. So I just said, fuck it, and didn't change it. So now I am 23 years old and it says I'm 5'9".
Do you get a new one this year?
No.
Okay. So it is when you're 25. I wasn't sure if they get everyone on the same thing.
No, everybody has license.
Everybody's just whenever their 5 years is up or whatever.
Yeah. So mine's 2026.
Because I just got the new one this year. Or not this year, but last year.
Well, yeah. I mean, most people, they can. So at some point, though, they don't do 5 years. Because I think they make you redo the test. Because I know, like, I'll get some people that come in with their license and it's only good for, like, 3 years.
Not till, like, you're 72.
Oh, so you don't have to redo the test until then?
I'm pretty sure. It was one of the questions. I remember reading that, and I'm pretty damn sure it's not until like you're 72 when you'd have to redo the test. So you can ask our grandpa, and I bet he'd know, because he still drives. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you don't have to do anything.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Well, I can tell you right now, my parents haven't done anything.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. But, yeah, so I don't...
So you're good for quite some time.
Good. Very good.
And hell, by the time we're 72, there'll probably be no need for a driver's license.
No, probably not. The self-driving cars will be all the rage.
Yeah.
Hell, that'll be like that probably before 50.
Mm-hmm.
The rate at which AI is accelerating.
There was a video Veritasium did where he talked about how when the first elevators were made, people were so terrified of riding in the automated ones, they were rarely used because everyone still felt comfortable having a person there. And I think for a while, like certain places like New York hotels, when they invented the automated ones, they had a person standing there pushing the button. So they still felt some sort of like security or whatever. And then after a while, it's just like, we're paying a lot of extra money to hire this guy.
Right.
Let's just not put someone in there.
God, that sounds like a nice job.
And then over time, people just like, well, I really don't want to use the stairs to get to the 11th floor. Let's go in there and try it.
Yep, because buildings have get taller and taller.
And sure enough, it worked. And they're like, that wasn't too bad.
I've been in an elevator with an operator.
And so, yeah, there will be a day when you can go to your automobile store and buy a self-driving car, and there'll probably be very few being sold just because... I mean, I imagine there'd be a lot, but it's difficult to know if there'd be a lot or a few, because a lot of people are like, oh, yeah, I want to get one of those. And a lot of people are like... Shit, I don't know, man.
It's possible the government...
I still want to feel like I'm in control.
Well, it's possible the government may just force you to get a self-driving car. Yeah. Because they'll identify that it is far safer than having people drive.
Yeah, I don't think... We're not there yet.
No, we're not there. Like
I don't know if I feel comfortable with a self-driving car taking me home to my parents' house. Just because a graveled road... Like, I don't know how good of sensors it has, but, like, if it was a recent rain, and there's washboard and everything, I'd prefer the car to try to avoid that. I don't want a rough journey.
Right.
Because
would have to be able to see that.
Because I think the car would want to stay on the right-hand side of the road. Well, if there's no cars in front of you, you can drive down the middle and then move over as you approach a hill. I mean, that's how they teach you to do it in driver's ed.
I mean, the only
you follow the tracks, and then you move over if there's a car.
I mean, I guess the only vehicles that can do that are Teslas, and I'm pretty sure they're all air ride suspension. So maybe the suspension's good enough to where
you can just drive down the right side of the road no matter what the road condition is.
Yeah. I mean,
or like avoiding like potholes,
I mean, the processor inside a Tesla is
would they know how to avoid a pothole?
Probably.
Because they need some sort of depth perception, right? To analyze, it's
got LiDAR sensors.
That's a divot in the ground. No, we should not go over that.
It's got LiDAR sensors.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that's probably what they're working on. Because right now, like, for the internet, like, I could take it to my parents.
Yeah, but you live on a paved road.
I know, that's the joke. I could drive to my parents.
Yeah, on a paved road.
So? No, but obviously, yeah, I wouldn't trust it taking it. I don't think it can drive down gravel roads yet.
Yeah.
But like, it'd be great for our trips.
Or the other thing is, like, when it snows, going up my parents' driveway, like you have to build up all your speed going from the stop sign to the mailbox.
Well, now granted,
because you're going uphill. If you don't have enough momentum, you will not make it. You will stop within about 20 feet of the driveway.
Well, yeah, but like
because that's the steepest part. It's 20 feet right in front of the driveway. It's just like, if that's slick and you're going from nothing, you're going to have to essentially back all the way down.
I wonder if...
And then, and then as you're going up, you need to... I always feel I get more traction turning the wheel. If you just hold the steering wheel straight, I don't feel I get as much... I feel like I get more traction turning the steering wheel.
We'll also have to remember that by 2050, cars will be pretty much... They'll all be electric. There won't be any gas pretty much left. So, more than likely... Especially the self-driving ones anyways... Yeah. They will be electric, and so you're going to be like way better balanced.
Yeah.
And obviously, if you're living in Nebraska, if you're driving only a dual motor setup or a single motor setup, you have a problem. You should be driving triple motors at least. I wouldn't buy an electric car without triple motors, personally, because they always put them in the rear. And I hate driving rear-wheel drive. I don't care how balanced this thing is. I hate driving it in the snow. So I would always get the triple motor setup. But truth be told, the computers, I don't think there even is a traction control mode in Tesla. It just does it for you. So I don't think you really have a choice. That's what everybody always says. They're always just like, oh yeah, Tesla and snow. It's like, but no one, I never see everybody do it. That is something I want to be able to do. I want to be able. Maybe I should do that when I turn 26. Is go over to that frickin' dealership over there.
It's 20. I thought it was 25.
Oh, 25. Sorry. But when I turn 25, on a shitty, snowy day, go over there and be like, I want to test drive a car. They're like, what? And I'm like, I need to know what it feels like in the snow. And they're like, all right.
And then you wreck it, and they're like, well, insurance not going to like you.
No, it's their insurance, not mine.
You have to give them your... No, you have to give them your insurance to test drive a car.
Oh. Oops. Well, anyways, so
at least that's how Honda worked.
Well, speaking of insurance, you give
them your insurance.
Well, speaking of insurance, if we do decide to rent a car, not this year, next year, if we do decide to rent a car for next year, we have to get the insurance.
Yeah. Yes, I know.
Because it allows us to tow the car and no problems.
Yes, I know. I've heard the stories that my parents have told me.
But see, the problem with renting a car next year, I've thought about is you are still the only person that can sign for it. You're the only person that can drive it. Theoretically.
I have to be the one to drive it off the lot. It does not mean that when we get 100 miles away...
But see, the thing is, though, on the insurance, we're just going to have to tell them that you wrecked the car?
Yes.
Okay.
Essentially.
You're willing to... All right. If you're willing to lie to the insurance, fair enough. All right.
I just don't want my car wrecked.
Fair enough. You're willing
No, you'd be paying for it. It'd be my insurance, but you would have to...
we don't have to pay for it. That's what the insurance is for.
Not if you don't meet the deductible or whatever.
No. So the insurance... So what I understand about the damn car insurance for rent-a-cars is that if you total it, no cost.
Yeah, if you total it, because you'd probably meet your deductible.
Well, yeah.
But if you don't total it...
We're going to total this bitch.
If you don't total it, I still feel like...
Minor fender bender, we're going to go total it.
No.
What? You don't want to pay? Who the fuck would want to pay?
No, that would hurt my record more than a fender bender.
Does it? Well, yeah, but does it... But does it go with your record?
I'd assume so.
Because the way I understood it, the rental cars, it didn't apply to your record. Because it wasn't...
I don't know how you keep your insurance company from not finding out.
Lies. Clever lies.
Because you still have to get... I'd imagine you have to give them your insurance, too, when you rent a car. I don't know. I think so.
Well, it doesn't matter. Point is, well, we'd have... Yeah, that's the other thing. You were... in next year... If we do a rental car, let's say I didn't have a car yet, it's not gonna. You would be the only one to be able to sign. Now, if you want me to drive, I will certainly drive, but you would be the only one legally.
I can drive it off the lot and drive it back in.
Yeah. Then we'll have to make sure we fill it up with freaking gas for it to take it back.
Yeah, that's usually how those things work.
The only thing, my scariest part about renting a car is you don't know what kind of state it's in. You know, like your car, you know what state it's in. You know, It's like it's not gonna break. You don't think it's gonna break down. It's like it's hard. It's very rare.
Well, you pick what model you want.
Well, yeah, but with what they have, but no, a rail car place, those things have 200,000 miles on them.
You pick something that's gonna last. You don't pick some shitty thing that's broken. You pick a newer. I'd imagine you can see the year of the car too.
Well, yeah, but these things are brand new, but still have 200,000 miles on them.
There is a big difference between a 10-year-old car that has 200,000 miles on it and a 2-year-old car that's 200,000 miles on it.
Right, yeah, I understand, but they don't have 10-year-old vehicles
because
they're all brand new.
But that's the thing, right? They're all going to be highway miles. Highway miles mean nothing compared to in-city miles. Because it's all highway miles.
Well, yeah,
it's easier on the car. It's easier on the car. Way easier. Why do you think you get so much better gas mileage when you're on the highway? You're having all that stopping.
Yeah, but you're going faster. And that wears parts out faster.
But it's not as bad though as just because that's why when you do oil changes and stuff, if it's all highway miles, you can go longer than your typical 5,000.
I don't know. But I mean, everybody has
It's easier. It's way easier on the car. I mean, yes, you don't want to rev it higher than optimal, which is 4,000 RPM or whatever.
I think 4,000 is already way over. I think optimum's 35.
Whatever. But I'm just saying that
sub-optimum.
I'm just saying that it's easier on the car though if they're all highway miles versus just in city driving.
Fair. I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't know.
And that's how you judge that is by how new the car is.
Yeah, I don't trust a rental car as much as yours, or if I got a new vehicle.
Then get a new vehicle.
I can't afford a new vehicle.
Oh.
Otherwise,
I thought you had enough saved up. And then
I have to pay the payments.
Yeah, but what is that? $100? You could pick whatever you want.
Yeah, if I don't want to pay it off for the next 10 years, why the hell would I want a loan for 10 years?
I don't know.
And then all the fees and the interest I'm going to have to owe on that?
I mean, that's usually how it goes.
I'd rather not.
Wait, so you want to pay it off in full?
No, I'm going to have a loan regardless, but I would rather not have a 10-year loan if they'll even let you do that.
I think you could what is the most you could afford? You'd want to afford
$100 right now.
Oh,
$100 a month. Yeah, that's rough.
I don't know how long I don't know if it'd take quite 10 years. Depends how much you can take out for the down payment.
Yeah, well, we talked about it at my Edward Jones meeting.
When was your last one?
That was this winter.
This winter?
Yeah, it's back in November, I think. No, but it's a whole thing. It's whatever at this point.